Oh, I'm ready? Okay. Good morning. My name is TWard, and I will be talking to you about excelling athletes. So, just a little about myself. On the left, I am a student athlete. Well, I was, and on the right, I was in my. I'm sorry. I was in my fifth surgery, and I broke my left side on September 23rd of this year, and it was hard finishing this project, but I finished. So, why I became interested was because beforehand, I've been a sports manager for the last 8 years since sixth grade. It's really been a passion of mine, and I've seen every injury from concussions to a cut on the neck to a busted eye. So you name it, I've seen it. And after getting in the accident myself, I really had to push to how students are really affected by prescription drugs. So it led me to my burning question, which was, what leads to medication misuse, and how can we better treat the problem through injuries? And statistic in the United States as of 2017, 33 deaths were to prescription drugs, well, to opioid drugs, and 16,500 of them were to prescription drugs. And when I was told I was going to be put on like Dilaudid, which, if you don't know, it's like the strongest medicine you can give a child, and oxycodone. And they were telling me, like, you've got to take it to the T, to the medicine, to the prescription, because if not, you're at risk. And it really stood out to me that a lot of kids become a statistic because they just don't know. So it led me to what are the alternative treatments, and I found two, which one would be physical therapy. And with physical therapy, it is better for the secretion of the body. Like with prescription drugs, you are getting a drug for pain management for a general use. And with physical therapy, you're working on a specific part of the body. Like, there's benefits to it. Even the average everyday general over-the-counter medicine like Tylenol found that out, that it really does affect your kidney. You can't take it so much. So there was the physical therapy, and there was also medicine, organic supplements, and specifically medicinal plants. And I looked up a Southeast Asian prescription drug, and I found that this is used for the stems, the leaves, the roots are all used for a paste that is made, and you apply it to the affected area. And it is a traditional way of thinking, but it's also a more healthier way. It also has the benefit of helping out with your liver. So I took my internship, luckily, right before the accident, like a day before. I went and performed my internship at the Performance Play Sports Medicine, and I worked with Mr. Lloyd Givens, who is a physical therapist and also certified in a number of other things. But with him, I was able to identify scar tissue, work on heat and ice treatments. I was able to sit in on a consultation, learn how they evaluate people, what exactly they do every single day. And due to the HIPAA, I was not unable to take pictures of me doing hands-on activities. And on my return back to school, I worked with the athletic trainer and also certified physical therapist, Mrs. Jenna Fincham, here at the high school. And it also leads into how I participated in my service. And okay, well, it leads into how I participated in my community service and internship as well. Being a sports manager, I was able to become a year-long manager this year with the athletic program, and I worked on, at the beginning of the season, from a popped elbow to a concussion to looking at a torn meniscus, and really helping with the rehabilitation of kids, because I know it's hard. It's really, really hard. So it led into how I wanted to create my legacy, and I did it in two parts. The first being, I partnered with Trevor Foster, and he did Pay to Play. So on Monday, March 11th of this year, I met with Superintendent Dr. Sneed, and it was announced that Pay to Play will no longer be an action for the current years to follow. And with pay to play, it just became an issue of students were unaware where their money was going. For like, if you paid $100 and you get hurt within the first week, where's your money going? Your parents just paid for possibly another student to play. So, and then the second part of my legacy is the managers. And with the managers, there's, as you can see, there's 5 here. There's 8 of us in total. And with these girls, they've been great. And one of them specifically, Ashton, she's actually working with athletic training, and just being able to share my knowledge with them and knowing that they're behind me to continue going on is just really something special. So what I learned about myself, I really needed support. If it wasn't for the support I had from my parents and from my family, I wouldn't have been able to come to something like my last volleyball game or even being here right now. Because I can't tell you how many times I tried to drop governor's school so many times. So many times. And it's just been hard. So my advice to upcoming singers and students in general is just don't let a barrier stop you. There's just so much you can do in life if you just don't let one thing stop you. And I'm just really beneficial and lucky to be able to share this with y'all, that you can't let something stop you. Bobby's not letting his foot stop him. Lucy's not letting her knee stop him. Nobody's letting anything stop them. So just keep pushing. It's hard. You're gonna say you want to quit a lot. You're gonna cry a lot. So you just gotta keep going. And in the fall, I plan to pursue my education at Virginia Wesleyan University. And there I will also be working with the women's in sports management and majoring in sports management. And I just would like to say thank you to Ms. Carlson and my advisors, everybody in governor's school, and just everybody in general for being here to get to this day. Thank you.
Number one you brought. I do have a question about some of the reasons that you said that two of the things that work for physical therapy and medicinal. Did your research lead you at all to any non-physical therapies, counseling, things like that in terms of pain management?
I believe pain management is also psychological. I believe, like, you can think that in your head you're hurting, but you're not. So, I had very little research. My main focus was physical therapy, but I do know that counseling helps, especially through those dark times where you feel like you can't keep going. Nothing else. Thank you.